Welcome to the Today Show Toronto. I'm your host, Jay Stoyan. What a show today. We are very excited as we have our new friends, new associates from the United States, all the way, our big brother. We love the United States, all the way from down south. We have on Sean Stockell. Now, Sean is the CEO of YourHomeTV, and we have the managing partner, Domenic. Domenic, you pronounce your last name for me, please.
Sure, Melillo.
There you go. There you go. I don't want to butcher your last name. So, guys, I really appreciate you being on the show. Stay tuned as we're going to take a quick break and we're going to learn all about your wonderful platform. You're watching the Today Show Toronto. I'm Jay Stoyan. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Like I said before, on the show today, we have two exciting guys from the United States. They're doing wonderful things for the community. They have a wonderful platform called Your Home TV with an excellent connection we're going to talk about later. So again, guys, thanks for being on the show today. Really appreciate it.
It's great to be here. Thank you, Jay.
So let's talk a little bit about your titles. So Sean, now you are the CEO of the company, so I imagine you do everything from schmoozo sponsors to take out the garbage. So tell me exactly what you do during your day-to-day operations.
That's about right. Whatever it requires, right? You know, I raise my hand and I'm available. So, but everything from we do a lot of meetings with prospective program participants, our channel partners, as we call them, all over the country. And then we have our marketing and technology teams, and so interacting with the team pretty much every day and growing our network that we launched last year.
That's great. As you can see, we're here at our live studio downtown Toronto. So we have a full staff in here. They're editing, they're doing our employment programs, they're doing outreach. So we like being live. Domenic, now tell me, you're the managing partner. I'm sure a lot of people are going to wonder, what does managing partner mean? What does that mean?
I do whatever Sean doesn't want to do. No, that's so for me, my main focus is about bringing on new channel partners, new program partners, which means that the content and the programming is my main focus. Also, working with the program partners, the channel partners, to bring on advertisers and sponsors to for their shows.
So let's get into this. Give us a little bit overview of the channel, Sean, and then I'm just going to pick away and ask you guys all different type of interesting questions. So tell us a little bit about the makeup, about the view of the channel and the vision.
Yeah, first of all, so Your Home Digital is the holding company, and we formed Your Home Digital 8 years ago, primarily with technology and former home industry executives. And we, for many years, were in content creation and distribution for the home industry and served 40 or 50 major brands. In that course, we were in video production and placing video on streaming outlets throughout the country and basically running commercials on streaming outlets. And we decided to enter the streaming arena. So we developed Your Home TV. It's quite different than like a Netflix or an Amazon Prime or Paramount Plus or something like that. That's more movie and documentary oriented. Your Home TV is more of a collaborative format we provide gateways for whether it's influencers or brands to come on at affordable price and launch a streaming channel so they can reach this global audience that we have that's growing every month with their message. So it's educational. It's a lot of outdoor adventure, everything from, we have fashion, cooking, boating, fishing. I mean, you name it, we have it. And we've launched 31 channels in the last 11 months, and we have another 14 in production. So that hope that helps.
Beautiful. And I really like it because you guys are all positive, right? Your platform is all positive, all educational, all kind, friendly. So I really commend you guys on that, because that's like what we do here at the channel. We always try to showcase positivity, no negativity. You know, it's all about trying to help one another. And of course, you know, we want to be entertaining. So Dominic, can you tell us a little bit of the variety you guys have on your platform regarding content?
Sure. We've got, like you said, we're family friendly platform. I mean, that's a priority for us. But within the context of that, we know people have wide variety of interests. So, when you envision a family sitting down in front of the television, or, on their iPads or some kind of a device, they could be very happy to watch any of the programs on our platform, with their children there in the room, or with the children. Well, for example, we have a lot of health and wellness programs. We have real estate, business focused programs, which are very helpful and informative. We've got, like Sean said, adventure programming like Yard to Yacht. And we've got interview shows with the Kelly Williams Show and the Zen Sam Show in New York City. As well as our newest addition, which is Jimmy Temple and his Cowboys, Trailers and Ranches show, which is very eclectic, has a lot of music-oriented shows, but also real estate and just a variety of stuff like that.
I like the cowboy angle. Do you guys, is it ranching, like a little bit of ranching and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, well, we've got some Western and ranching shows, for example, which we find interesting and fun. But also, we would like to just continue. We focus on shows that have a positive message, but also tell stories within the context of their program. You can watch we have sports programming too, but for example, we just don't want the game and just the show. We want the story behind the game. We want the story behind the player. We want the story behind, for example, with the Cruising Cowgirl show, which is Carrie Portell. She's a disabled rancher in Missouri, and it's the story about how she runs her ranch, being disabled, and as a woman rancher, that's another part of it too. But also, she speaks to high schools and colleges about how she was disabled, and it was in a terrible, horrific car accident, and what she did to recover, and why she gives people hope. So that's
do you guys cater to more of the individual host, or more of a team, or more of a platform, or either or and everything above?
Either or and everything above, right?
Yes.
So take us through the process. So let's say if I'm a semi-successful host, and I live in Maine, Maine, USA or whatever, and I'm searching the web and I'm looking for something like you guys. So, okay, I'm on your home TV platform. So take me through, what would I do to get on your platform, guys?
As a viewer?
No, as a part of the team.
Oh, okay. So there's two ways: either to contact us via email. There's a form on YourHomeTV.com that can be submitted. I think a lot of folks do that.
Okay.
And then referral. We have a lot of creative producers are referred to us through media companies. So I think that's probably the number one method, is that we've got a lot of people referring creators and producers to us, filmmakers and others. And so we meet with them, and we usually go through several meetings. I would say maybe as many as 5 or 6 meetings to make sure that it's a fit, that what that individual, what their vision is, what they're looking to produce, matches what we're wanting to be as a network. And once that's established, then the production timeframes are kind of set. We do allow all of our channel partners to have their own production schedule, though. We don't have any demands in that area. If they want to produce one show a month, that's fine. If they want to produce one show a week, that's acceptable. And the production times run as low as 8 minutes and as high as we have some over an hour. But we're primarily short run programming, and I would say the average run time is 17 to 20 minutes on most of our episodes.
I really like the flexibility. I bet you a lot of people like that too, right? Because you don't want to be pigeonholed, and because everybody's got a busy life, and yeah, I plan to do it once a week, but all of a sudden you got this and you can't. So it's great that you guys offer flexibility. Do you guys also offer any type for your newcomers, any type of revenue sharing process or anything like that?
Yeah, we do. Yes. And it depends on who brings the advertiser. They can either bring sponsors. We recommend that before a channel launches that they have their own sponsors and advertisers, at least sponsors. And then from there, whoever brings the advertising relationship gets a larger share in the revenue. So it's different. It's quite different than some of the networks out there, and that's all by design.
I like that. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break? And when we come back, I want to talk a little bit, maybe switch gears a little bit, talk a little bit interest, talk a little bit family, what the people out there are saying, getting some feedback from you guys. And then I know we want to talk about something a little special. So stay tuned. You're watching the Today Show Toronto. I'm Jay Stoyan. We're on with the boys from Your Home TV. Tell us all about their wonderful platform in the USA and beyond. So we'll be right back.
Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
Welcome back to the show. On the show today, we have on from Your Home TV, we have the CEO, Sean, and managing partner, Domenic. Guys, thanks for being on the show today. This is really exciting, sharing some information. So let's switch gears a little bit. Now, I know you guys are like the big bosses of the channel, but do you guys have any personal interest to put your own content on?
No, I don't. Sean and I both know what our channel partners go through to produce their content and how creative they are. So we leave that up to them. But I know what you're asking. As far as we producing our own content, owned by Your Home TV. And no, we don't have any plans for that right now. We don't have any plans for the Your Home TV, movie of the week or something. So no, we don't.
You guys wouldn't want to like say, for instance, Sean, if you're a big fisherman, I'm just taking that out of the blue, right? If you're a big fisherman, and Domenic, you're a big parachuter, or whatever. You guys wouldn't want to create your own sort of interest of your own show like that, something like that down the road?
Well, at one point, it's a great question, Jay. And in fact, 2.5 years ago, when we were doing all of the research about getting into the streaming industry, that was one of the considerations, was having a show and traveling and interviewing and having a variety of interest. But it's like anything else. You have to focus on what you're going to do well, right? And you can't do it all. And we thought that, hey, let's just focus on getting a good platform and providing the stage, if you will, and letting those that's their talent, that's their best skill set, is in the creative side, writing and producing, We'll let them produce the content. And the other thing too is I don't want to be at all competing in any way. So we stay neutral as a platform and provide the technology benefits for all the producers. But
That's a good point. That's a great point, actually. Yeah.
yeah, and they own the
But
content. We don't own the content or control the content. That's another element that was unique on a lot of the larger streaming platforms. They'll either try to tie up exclusive rights or have some ownership, but we don't do that either. Again, we try to remove as many of the barriers to entry as possible for the producers.
and how tech savvy would you have to be to join your platform? Like, do you have to be really up to date, or as long as you're good and you could probably handle it? What do you guys think?
We guide people. I'll let Dominic, but we guide people. We have plenty of resources. I'll let Dominic explain on that side.
Yeah, we do. We stay involved in the process to the extent that they have certain parameters and certain program guidelines, technology-wise, that they need to adhere to. But we also provide resources, collaborative resources from other teams. We have people who can edit their programming for them, for example, because many times people are good with the video part of what they do. I mean, that's kind of intuitive for people as long as they're using the right camera equipment and microphone equipment. But the editing is hard for people, so we have resources for that. We have also other program partners that are willing to collaborate with, the more tech savvy program partners are willing to share their information and collaborate with the other program partners that may be newer to the process or the technology.
I always like doing this when I have my guests on. So I know you guys said you started about 8 years ago, right, with digital, right? And then 2021 or 22 with the home TV part, right?
That's correct.
So I always like to ask people, what type of feedback are you guys receiving? Like either from your family or friends or from your associates or your competitors? Can you share how it's been going since the TV launch?
Sure. We can both take turns on that. Number one is that people seem to enjoy that it's different. We're not just another streaming platform with the same rerun movies and documentaries, because they're literally now, since everybody's been, going away from a subscription model and cable where you're paying fees, everybody's cutting the cord and they're going to streaming outlets like YourHomeTV. But many of those streaming outlets have kind of just repeated the same process. There's no vision there for doing something different. So you're watching Andy Griffith series, again, right? Which I love Andy Griffith, but I've seen it many times, right? And so what we're doing with Your Home TV is offering an opportunity for producers and creators to do many different things. So like one of the new channels, In Pursuit of Art, Fashion, and Technology, Rachel Van Salette, who writes for Vogue and Metropolitan Magazine and many others, she travels the world and she's an expert in her field, and she attends many of the large art events and festivals and fashion, and interacts with the leaders in those business segments and in those interest areas. And so you're always experiencing something new, and she's traveling and you get her perspective versus a formal studio set where somebody is told what their perspective should be. She's free to, so, and that the feedback so that we're getting is, wow, this is, you see programming here on Your Home TV that you're not going to see elsewhere.
That's great. Thank you for sharing it. And Dominic, would you like to share a little bit or any information too?
Sure. I think one of the most important things, the feedback that I get is that people enjoy that it's free. We're ad supported, so there's no subscription fees. People are tired of that. I mean, and I also have subscriptions to different streaming platforms. I like that I can kind of pick and choose. But even that, people like to supplement it with some free options. So we love that we are free, and the feedback we get is that people are encouraging us to stay free, ad supported, non-subscription. And I think they also love the access. we don't have an app that they have to download. You just go to the internet, type in www.yourhometv.com, and right away you can view the shows with no barriers. So I think the accessibility and the low cost is good. And then other people and just enjoy the fact that it's on demand. So the programs stay there, and you're not going to miss the show this week. You can always go back and you can binge. People love binge watching, so they can do
great.
all of those are some of the positive comments.
That's awesome. That's great. Great. Thanks for sharing. I think I want to ask you guys three more questions. One is, tell me your relationship with Dave, right? Right. And Dave Stevens. So let's talk a little bit about Dave and what Dave means to you guys, because he means the world to us.
Yeah, he is a great guy, and Dave Stevens has been with us from the beginning when we launched last year, Gary Stein and Stevens show, and he has a tremendous life story. In fact, was, as you know, just recently in the film that debuted at 8 weeks ago, The Saint of Second Chances. So that's a wonderful story, but his whole life story is amazing. Being born with no legs and overcoming these challenges, all challenges along the way, and then going into sports and playing high school and college baseball and football. And it's just an incredible story of overcoming. And his attitude, he's so upbeat and helpful to others. He's always traveling and volunteering his time for various charities and raising money. He's great at fundraising, motivational speaking. As you know, he travels all over in motivational speaking. Just an amazing guy. So we're blessed that he's a part of the network. He's already been a big help to us and to many of our channel partners as well.
That's great. Yeah, he's actually was on our line today. He taught my staff a restream class, because he's such a proficient restreamer that I said, Dave, I need you to come on. We have some new class, new participants in our class. And I said, you need to give him a quick 101. So he was more than happy to jump in and teach him. He's just a wonderful guy. So I want to ask you two more questions. I'm going to leave the last one for the Jewel. Tell me a little bit about is in a short little frame, a little bit about the vision moving forward, what you guys hope to achieve and what you guys want to achieve, sort of thing.
Dominic, I'll let you answer that one, and I can always join.
So, primarily we do intend to stay browser focused. We're never going to abandon that, because we love the accessibility. It's an open format for everyone. So we like that. We're going to continue to grow. We have a plan to be at about 40 channels by the end of this year, and 100 by the end of 2024. Continue to expand the variety of programming, but we're also trying to be disruptive. We're also not trying to do this like everybody else has done it before. Sean and I have a vision that, this industry is ripe for recreation, and we can be that disruptive factor and just do it our way, because it's been successful so far. We're not going to follow a formula. We're going to make alliances and be collaborative. We're finding that is huge, because other streaming platforms are so provincial. They keep, they're very protective of what they have and what they do. We're going to be just the opposite. We're going to open this up, like almost an open source situation, where we expand through collaboration and cooperation and alliances with other major organizations. And so we see ourselves expanding globally. We're already in 100 or 110 countries. That's going to continue. Our viewership is going to continue to expand. It's been almost exponential at this point, from 0 to we've got a total of 24 million now, but that's going to continue to grow. And I also see us expanding into things like, Sean, we just have a whole segment now called Global Growth and Learning, where we're going to bring on thousands of international teachers, keynote speakers, people who want to trainers that can do some of the training right through our platform. and reach a global audience with their message, their training. So it will almost, part of us will also become like an online university, an online school of learning. It's pretty cool.
I'm glad I asked you guys the vision question. That's great. You guys, great answers. And like, it's so great that I know that the channel now is going to be a part of the big vision. So I really thank you guys for that. We're just going through the process as we're going to be promoting you guys up here in Canada. We're going to be joining you guys down in the USA. We're going to be expanding our awareness for persons with disabilities on your platform, along with veteran opportunities. So we're basically a job-ready platform. So our mission is to provide opportunities to persons with disabilities in the employment world and veterans. So with you guys, teaming up with you guys, I mean, the United States is our big brother, right? So whatever we do, you guys do at times 10 or 20, right? So we're so happy to team up with you guys. And before I let you go, let's touch a little bit on the jewel that really sets you guys apart. So you guys can sort of share the sort of top-notch secret.
So, well, first, Jay, we're really excited about partnering with you and the Disability Channel, and I know that what you do is wonderful. We're glad to be a part of it, and your team. It'll be awesome. So, look forward to launching your channel or channels as well. But yeah, I think you're probably getting at our relationship with Kathy Ireland Worldwide. We formed a partnership with Kathy Ireland Worldwide back in 2018. Kathy is just an amazing individual. I mean, just so upbeat. She's brilliant. Her vision, talk about teaming and family oriented, and just all of the qualities that she has. Great communicator, a leader in business, was just named to the Forbes 50 over 50. They're number 14 brand in the world now.
I was going to say, she's just a powerhouse of a lady.
Yeah, she is, and yet she's still just so down to earth, and she's a very, gracious and sweet person. And so yeah, we love the Kathy Ireland Worldwide team. We have 2 of their members on our board, and they're very involved in Your Home TV. And in fact, they're producing more and more programming. They have maybe 3 or 4 channels up now, probably another 3 or 4 in the works. So that's all strategic as well, and a lot of our emphasis on the variety and the family friendly and all is just a part of that dynamic. But
no, I really like her like, she's just a powerhouse lady. Her brand, she's been around for a long time, and I know she does many wonderful things for the community. So for you guys, I have to commend you guys, like, for you guys to team up with Kathy and her team, like, that's a real feather in your guys' cap. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing.
yeah, I mean, everyone knows Kathy and her organization. They have so many brand partnerships over the years. I mean, they're like 33 years in business now, and her story is just phenomenal. It's amazing. Starting after her modeling career many years ago, starting in business with just socks, Kathy Ireland branded socks, and her partnership there. And then now she's just gone on to be involved in everything from health and wellness to home furnishings and fashion and just so many things, diamonds. And
well, we follow her on Twitter, and she's just like amazing on Twitter, always showcasing, positivity, right? Positivity. So guys, if people want to find out more about your platform, if they want to join your platform, where could they go?
YourHomeTV.com. If anybody just does a search for Your Home TV, we'll pop right up. Also, we're available on Roku in 20 countries. So in the Roku store, so somebody could just go to the Roku store, and on the left sidebar, go down to streaming programs, and then search for Your Home TV.
Well, that's great, guys. Like I said, we're going to be joining your platform ASAP. We're going to be showcasing opportunities for persons with disabilities and veterans in media. Again, I want to thank you guys. If people want to find out more about the Disability Channel, they could go to www.thedisabilitychannel.ca, as we have new employment programs funded by the Ontario government starting in November. So enroll today. They're free. They're free classes, and then we'll get you a job in media, maybe at the Super Bowl, maybe at the Invictus Games. So again, guys, I really thank you for being our guest today. And we will be promoting you. We will be sharing all your links, and we'll be your biggest cheerleader. So thanks again, guys.
That's great. Appreciate the opportunity, Jay.
All right, fans, I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Today Show Toronto. I'm Jay Stoyan. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.